Look at this, the Great Wall underwater. A little bit tired. Downstairs, be careful. Okay, I just need to challenge myself. Use my hands. Wow, really? Really? I have a very important tip for you. Don't underestimate the Great Wall. Forever, forever. Hello everyone, I'm Miao. Welcome to my video. Today, let's continue our Great Wall series. You know, I've already filmed the famous Great Wall Mutianyu and Badaling, and also Huanghuacheng, where I actually ran a half marathon on the Great Wall. And also the starting point of the Great Wall, about 300 kilometers from Beijing. But now, today, this section I'm going to visit is also in Beijing, but it's very unique. Very different from the other sections of the Great Wall. First, the Great Wall is in the water. Yes, you heard that right. The Great Wall into a lake. But why would anyone build the Great Wall in the water? We will find out today. And also the second, you won't see a lot of tourists in this section of the Great Wall. Only locals come here for the relaxing weekend. So not crowded and no long lines. And third, there are a lot of activities you can actually experience, like the boat, the small train, and also the Maglev slide. What is the Maglev slide? I'm also very curious. So is this a real Great Wall or an amusement park? It's 100% a real section of the Great Wall. But also you can have a bit of fun in this Great Wall. So let's go explore together. Here it is. See the last two characters, that's Great Wall. The first one means water or lake. So yeah, it is the Great Wall in water. The ticket fee of this Great Wall is 60 yuan, only ticket. Wow, see? The Great Wall, unrepaired Great Wall. This is the map. The Great Wall along the lake, see? So how many activities there are? Wow, a lot. Let's find out when we go up, okay? Wow. What's this? Oh, it's real. Real rock. So what's downstairs? I assume it's a lake. Yes, it is. Wow, very clear. See, actually there are three sections of this Great Wall. The first section, where am I now, is a port for the boat. So you can take the boat and to the end of the first section and then start your climbing. And the one-way boat is 25 yuan. The double trip is 40 yuan. But you know me, right? Every time I climb the Great Wall by myself. So yeah, I will skip the boat. But you can see it. Okay, let's start our climbing. Finally, I find the walkway to go up to the Great Wall. You know, I climbed so many sections of the Great Wall. You know that. you see my videos. But every time I have the same question. Can I make it? Can I actually reach the top? Yeah, this is also my question today. The entrance of glitter airship. This one. So you can fly your way to the Great Wall. See, so many activities you can choose. Only, you know, spend money. Save your energy, spend your money. Okay, finally, the entrance of the Great Wall. This section, that's the mountain. You know, the Great Wall were built on the mountains, mountain ranges. So, see, the Great Wall. Oh, very steep. Can you see it clearly? The unrepaired Great Wall. No stairs at all, only the wall itself. What I told you just now, see, empty Great Wall. You can never see this during the Mutianyu section or Badaling. See? No tourists in this Great Wall, only locals. Okay, nobody, so I can dance here and I can speak my English, you know. Otherwise, if there are somebody else, I will be shy. Okay, a little background about the Great Wall. Maybe you don't know. You know, the total length of the Great Wall is 20,000 kilometers and passed by different provinces and cities in China. So not only Beijing has the sections of the Great Wall, but they didn't build at the same time. The history of the Great Wall, the first who built this Great Wall was over 2,000 years ago. At that time, China was the feudal states period. The kings, they built the watchtowers to defend each other. And our first dynasty, Qin, Qin, Qin dynasty, unified all of China and reconstructed the Great Wall and connected all these watchtowers and shaped the initial shape of the Great Wall like this. But all of Beijing's Great Wall were built about 600 years ago during Ming Dynasty, the same age as the Forbidden City. So now you see, you know, this section of the Great Wall, they were 600 years old. Yeah, also Mutianyu Badaling the same. The purpose to build the Great Wall was to prevent the nomads from the north of China. Yeah, they are fishing and hunting people, ethnic minorities of China. Yeah, in ancient times, the emperor wanted to prevent them to come in, so built the Great Wall for the defense system. You know, at the top or at the end of this Great Wall, there is a chestnut garden. Do you know chestnut? Yeah. And can you guess how many years of those chestnut tree? Wow! I didn't expect. So vertical. I climbed the Great Wall so many times, but the Great Wall surprised me all the time, every time I came here. So high, each stairs. See the original watchtower, the original brick. You know what kind of material they use to make these two bricks together, like this white one? It's not lime, clearly, because 600 years ago there was no lime. It's sticky rice with egg white. Very cooler here. Oh, so vertical, you know, straight up, straight down. Where this way to? I don't know. What's downstairs? Oh, we're back in the mountain. Is this the right way? I don't know. Let me figure it out. Let's go. Okay, I figured it out. See? This section is unrepaired. So we have to go this way. Look at this. And on top of this original stone, that's the brick. Yeah. These two kind of material make up the Great Wall. Can you imagine how they soldiers 600 years ago without any machine to carry all of these stones up to here, up to the mountain. It's very hard to imagine. The vendor, the machine for selling water, I won't say the price. Oh, not a lot of choice. Only the water and Red Bull. Yes, 6 yuan. Yeah, expensive, just a bottle of water. I think if you buy this in the supermarket, only 2 yuan. But here, 6 yuan. Not very good. See, that's the end, one of the end of the Great Wall. But it has already damaged. There's no wall at all. Yeah. Only the stones. The next spot, see? Great Wall submerged in water, 150 meters. So what's it like? The Great Wall underwater. I can imagine. I can see the lake. But where is the Great Wall? Let's go near. Oh, maybe this way? We can see it clearly. Wow! Come here. Let me see. Is this what you think about the Great Wall into a lake? And now I will explain why. You know, the Great Wall is not a straight line. It follows the mountains and the terrain, right? And so there's the higher part of the mountain, also the lower part of the mountain. So it follows up and down, follow the path of the mountains. And the lake was not originally here about 600 years ago when the soldiers built this Great Wall. Actually, people built this reservoir in 1950s. So they built a reservoir here. So the water level rose, slowly submerged the part of this Great Wall. So that's what you see today. Okay, next I will cross a glass walkway. To be honest, I'm a little nervous about the glass walkways. So let's see if I can make it. You know, because the Great Wall in the middle under the water is damaged. So we have to walk in this, modern people build these stairs to take a detour and then back to the Great Wall. Okay, now we're back to the Great Wall. Okay, now I admit it. It's a little bit difficult for this section. Do you think how many steps to the watchtower? I will finish this steep one. A little bit tired. Almost. Now it's noon, very hot. Look at the view here. Wow. How long it will take to the top? You know, one thing I don't like this Great Wall is the barriers. Do you remember Sima Tai section? I also climbed that section. It's also damaged Great Wall. And they just left it the way it is. If the wall is damaged, just leave it behind. But this one, yeah, it's in Beijing, so I think they will think about more. So they put every barriers if the original wall were damaged. I don't like it. Wow. Downstairs, be careful. The glass walkway I talk about. Looks not that scary, but okay, let's see. I don't know. So scary. But I know what's the barrier for. I withdraw the comment I just said. Without this barrier, I'll be dead. Withdraw so many words. Wow, glass walkway, finally. Wow. Do you think it's scary? No, I don't think so. It's not so high, so, you know. Oh, looks, oh, looks strange. Wow. I know it's safe. I know it's not very high, but I'm just terrified about the height. Okay, I just need to challenge myself. I might look weird. Okay. And the lake on this side, see? I don't know why I walk like this. You know why there is a bridge like this? Because also the original Great Wall is underwater and it's totally damaged. So they have to connect these two sections of the Great Wall, this part and the other part on both sides of the lake. So they built this one, the bridge. I think this is their, selling point, different from the other sections of the Great Wall in Beijing. This part is not competitive. So as you can see, not a lot of tourists, many locals, they make it as the selling point. So on the bridge, through the glass, you can see, oh, there's a lake. Oh. Start climbing again. I don't know if I can reach the top. Wow. Can you count how many steps are there in total? Okay, let's go. Use my hands. So tired. Okay, almost to the watchtower. To be honest, my legs are shaking. Oh. Oh, I think that's the top watchtower. Okay, the final section. I can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah! Finally! I have a bad news. I drink all of my water. I need a place to buy the water. I don't know if they have. I have a very important tip for you. Don't underestimate the Great Wall. Forever. Okay, let's go. I saw a sign that there's a way to the Maglev slide. Yeah, what is the Maglev slide on Earth? Let's go to find out together. Oh, I saw a platform. I think maybe they have the store to sell the water, but the store is closed, right? Okay. Oh, the machine saved my life. This is a machine to power a power bank for your phone. Very thoughtful. Just now I complained about the price of the water. Now I have to pay for it. Full of energy again. Go down, easy. Oh, look at the surface. I don't know what it's made of. Like a kind of green or a lime. not lime, it's some fabric. One way, 80 yuan, 80, 80 yuan. Oh. Cheaper than the cable car, the one-way cable car in Mutianyu section. It's 100 yuan in Mutianyu section. You know, at first, I want to film the Maglev on the trail. How to say it? The trail. And then I will climb down. But the staff told me the only way I can climb down is to return the same way when I climb up. And you know, because there aren't a lot of tourists, so I can see a lot of the Maglev. So now I make a decision. I will go down by this Maglev to experience this Maglev, to see how interesting it is. So yeah, save my energy and we can experience it together. I'm excited. Wow! Is it anything relative to the Maglev? I know the Maglev train is in Shanghai. I think this is the same technique. I saw their official translate is magnetic slide. Wow. Wow. Not thrilled. Unlike the sliding car in Mutianyu section. You know, it's very popular, always the long queue. And this one, yeah, it's interesting, but not very thrilled. Look at the height. That's the way I climbed. So tired. You have to use key to unopen the safe belt. 80 yuan for 8 minutes. Okay, next, let me see the camping site first. And then there is a chestnut garden. Remember, I already asked how many years do you think the chestnut trees are there? So let's see. I think this is team building. Oh, they are playing frisbee, right? Frisbee, I just checked the English word. Yeah. Once upon a time, it was very popular during the pandemic time. This is the chestnut tree, 290 years. I think this is the chestnut garden. All of these trees are chestnut tree, and all of them have the label, 290 years old. I've never seen a chestnut tree like this, so large. This district in Beijing is also famous for the chestnut tree. But this chestnut garden is different because we call it Ming Dynasty chestnut garden. So it was built during Ming Dynasty when the Great Wall was built. You know, the Great Wall were not only the defense system, the soldiers were also stationed here. So they have to eat and they have to have enough food. So they plant a lot of chestnut tree. This kind of tree is very easy to grow, and the chestnut is very easy to store and can make you very full. Yeah, right? Have you ever tasted the chestnut? Is it popular in your country? I don't know, but in Beijing, in China, it's very popular, and it can make you very full. So it's a good food for soldiers to eat and to store. So that's why they built this chestnut garden. Wow, the king of chestnut tree. Let's see how many years. Wow, really? Really? What I saw, 1,000 years old. 1,000 years old. And the number of these trees, 1001. Wow, wow, very old tree. Oh, respect. The most beautiful chestnut tree in China. Not only in Beijing, in China. Okay, now let me take a short rest and sum up this section of the Great Wall. I think the pros and the cons are pretty clear. First, the way to the Great Wall. It takes about 1 hour and 40 minutes to get here without traffic jam. It's a little bit further than the Mutianyu section. I think because you have to widen the mountain roads when you arrive here. So that's why it takes longer. And the route itself in the Great Wall, there's no cable car in this Great Wall. And you can first take the boat and then take the Maglev slide. So that's the fewest climb distance. Then you don't have to climb by yourself. There's no cable car, unlike the other sections of the Great Wall. With these two tools, so yeah, you don't have to climb too much either. But I choose to climb by myself, and so I skip the boat. But the first half, is easy. But when you get higher, it becomes very tiring. Yeah, you can see it from my video. The highest point of this Great Wall is also the destination of the Maglev slide. And at first, I thought I can, take a loop and climb up and down by myself. But then I asked the staff. They told me that if I want to hike by myself up and down on both ways, I have to take the same path. So I think it's not very interesting. So I took the Maglev slide to go down. And I think it's a great decision. It's very interesting, not thrilled, but interesting. And of course, save my energy. Actually, now I'm at the midpoint of this Great Wall. If I want to reach the exit, I still have a section to go. This part, you can take the boat to go back. But I choose to, walk by myself because it's the easy part. And now let's talk about the downside of this Great Wall. First of all, the sign. The sign is unclear and very confusing, almost as if it doesn't exist. I got lost several times. So yeah, very confusing. The sign, yeah, I complain about a lot about this sign. And second, because a lot of sections on this Great Wall are damaged, as you can see. Some of them are under the water, some of them are damaged, and you can see the original one anymore. So you have to go to a detour, and the detour are all newly man-made stairs. So unlike you in the Mutianyu or Badaling, you are continuously walking on the Great Wall itself. In this section, you have to take the detour and not always on the original structure, the original Great Wall. And another point is that, from my opinion, I think this section of the Great Wall doesn't look particularly grand or spectacular. Now for the advantages. First of all, very few people, not crowded at all, no tourists. So as you can see in my video, well, it's almost empty. So this is something that other sections can't compete with, admit it. So yeah, it's quite good, feels good. The second, this section is very unique. You can see the damaged part of the Great Wall. You can see the original stone and the original the layer, different layers of the Great Wall. Although you cannot standing on the damaged part because it's not open to the public, but you can see it very clearly. So I think it's very good to learn, what's the material they used to make the Great Wall. And most importantly, there are some parts of the Great Wall underwater. You cannot see it in anywhere else. A man-made reservoir, newly made reservoir. The Great Wall just disappeared under the water. And third, the environment is great. This section, it has a lake and it has a garden like this one, Chestnut garden, and it has flowers. You cannot see a lot of flowers in any other sections of the Great Wall. This place, it feels like a picnic spot. You have this table and I can sit in here, drink and eat. Very relaxing. The environment is very good. The plus is not crowded at all. So yeah, it feels peaceful. And of course, with a lake, you will feel cooler. And finally, there are a lot of experience and activities you can enjoy. So that's my summarize about this Great Wall, this section of the Great Wall. These are advantages and advantages. So yeah, if you want to visit or not, it depends on you. What do you think about this Great Wall? Leave a comment and let me know, okay? That's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you like my videos, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Let's see you next time. Bye bye.